to have the same amount of dopamine released. And this is how you get tricked by your own brain. By your own brain, you get tricked to go a step further. So tonight I watched soft porn. Tomorrow I watched soft porn. And I watched soft porn for 5 months. Well, 6 months, I needed to move to the hard porn. Because soft porn didn't work anymore, no? Then I'm watching hard porn, whatever. But then after 6 months, I saw somewhere, this was not enough. It just didn't give me enough pleasure. I couldn't ejaculate anymore. So I went and saw in the corner sex with animals. Let me go see, maybe. And this is how man becomes a monster. This is how man becomes a monster. And then the devil enters the whole story and starts convincing the man that you become a slave, and whatever the devil serves you, you listen to. And this creates all kind of a monstrous things. What is the way out? What is the way out? First of all, is the sooner the better you understand that this is a slippery slope, that if you go this way, you will not be able to come back on your own. And most commonly, you cannot come back on your own. Who's going to help you? First of all, you are in the hell. If you have to recognize you cannot live on your own. If you see that this is the fact for you, that you cannot leave this hell on your own, go ask for help. First and foremost to your catechist. So, the best image of it is like you were walking through the desert, and you were super thirsty. And you found this well, and you were taking water from this well, but eventually you slipped and fell inside of the well. Cannot come out of the well on your own, just cannot, Somebody needs to throw you a rope to come out. This is the only way. What is this rope? Is obedience. The rope is called obedience to your catechist. You have to go and speak to your catechist and obey whatever they tell you. And we have to understand that this is a sickness. It's a serious sickness. These people are not healthy. It's a sickness, has to be treated as a sickness. So it's useless to go and say to the person, don't watch pornography. It's useless. It's like you say to alcoholic, don't drink anymore. Or you go to a guy who is like shooting himself with a heroin on the street and you say, don't do it anymore, honey, it's not good for you. Don't do it, He already lost everything he had. Everything he had, he stole from his own family, from his own mother, from his own brother, because his brain cannot make a decision. So it also was a great warning and word said to us priests that I can absolve people 15 billion times from sin of pornography, but I cannot heal pornography, absolution doesn't heal pornography. Therefore, something has to be done. Something has to be done in that area. What needs to be done? First of all, that young men, especially men, women also have problems. Far away from it, with pornography and masturbation, it's a little bit less obvious because men and women work on a different juice
level.
No, it's not level. I would say it's the same level, but different expressions of the same need. It can happen exactly the same thing. Women also experience release of dopamine when they watch pornography, but woman is looking for something else. Woman is like imagine that when Frodo and this other guy go to climb the mountain, and they enter the cave where this big spider lives in. You ever saw that? Yeah. So that spider net they get entangled in, this is women's emotions. That's how it looks like. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Women are made in this way because they are made to be mothers. And they need these kind of emotions to be mothers, to be connected to their family, to be connected. But when man gets caught inside of it, not knowing what the heck he is doing, he goes always somehow makes woman open her emotional, I'm going to call it cave, emotional castle to the man. He enters inside and then he pulls us. I'm going to pull just this one. I love you. So I pull this one, but when you do that in a net, you are done. Okay, you are like 2 seconds. You're like this, And this is the fact. This is the fact, and we have to be aware of it. You know, not to know these things, pretend like this is not the truth, is stupidity. And that's why the woman that had 3 men enter into the castle cannot get married anymore. Cannot get married. They cannot have an emotional relationship anymore, because every time a stupid ass of a man enters in there and does total fucking shit, she's done. No fixing that anymore. Cannot be fixed. And women can think, you know, maybe I should, you know, maybe I should invite him and have, you know, because this is the man who loves me and tells all these beautiful things about me, and he cares about me, and he's gonna make sure that my castle gets intact, and he's gonna be the only one inside. No, it's not. For men, it's a piece of cake to get out. Piece of cake, emotionally piece of cake. For women, it's a disaster. So you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times, 4 times. Woman is not capable to get married. She's not anymore capable of emotionally relating to another man on that level. It's over. So we have to be aware of those things. Really, really aware of things. But some things we are just not supposed to touch in, because if we touch there, we just destroy it. We destroy it. And this is what I said before. It's what it isness and what it forness. You know, woman has a factory of life, which is meant to be a factory of life. You don't go in there and for your own pleasure, because you want to have fun. And you enter into the factory of life, have fun, and destroy the factory of life. This is not what you are supposed to do. It's a very serious thing that we are talking about. So, these are women. Women also have problems with addiction to pornography and masturbation. It's a little bit lower, but it's still very, very, very real. Seriously, see, it's disgusting. Yeah. I hear you. So it's disgusting. Some women are seriously addicted to it. You know, same as men, completely same as men. So and some are addicted to sex also. You know, they become so there is no more net inside. So people just go in and out without any emotional connection. Just let's go. So much so that women can even live out of it. You know, they can make business of sex. They're called prostitutes. You know? But those are missing. Her integrity as a woman is completely destroyed. There's nothing in there. So, how do we help? How do we help? So, in the way, you know, if you are dominated by masturbation, you have to decide to struggle together with the ally of the community, catechist, and the way to try to come out of it. We now we went step forward. There was a talk in the Rome with different psychologists to see what needs to be done and what was recommended to Kiko by psychologists and so on, talking on all the different levels, that recovery groups have to be formed. As you have a recovery group for Alcoholic Anonymous, as you have for whatever other kind of anonymous you have, we need recovery groups for those who are suffering or trying to come out of their deep addiction to pornography, because to save them, to save their lives, you know, to save their sanity and their lives. So because there is so much young people that are so much in this shit. They will convince them so badly about themselves that the only way out that they see is to kill themselves. You know? And young people go and kill themselves because they are so deeply addicted and abandoned, and feel so abandoned and alone. So we are working on it. So if you have a problem, you know where to go, who to speak with your catechist, speak with your priest, say what the problem is. I also warn young people, old people too, but young people that are struggling with this. You know, old people sometimes give up on trying to help themselves. You know, they're feeling forced to confess the thing, and they just live misery. Their marriages fall apart. Wives feel cheated and despised. It goes so far, brothers and sisters, so far that there are men who force women to masturbate them while they watch pornography. That's how far it goes. He's watching another woman while having sex with his own wife. And you know, I was just reading recently that there was just recently came out a big research on the results, missing but bad consequences of pornography. That young men are completely impotent when they enter the marriage. They cannot have sex anymore. The images that they were giving, like for example, a sex in a video, regular pornographic video, lasts 25 minutes. There is no man on this earth who can be in a sexual act for 25 minutes. So they take medicine against pain, medicine against to keep erection. This is disgusting. It's terrible. This a common thing in pornography is to finish on the face of a woman, which is so degrading. But it's a common thing in pornographic video. And this is how our children get educated in sex. This is what is sex for them. And so we have to become aware of it. This is an alarm, a sounding alarm to tell to everybody that this is a problem that grows in the society, and we have to attack it head first because it's a work of the devil. So I think that this concludes the catechesis for this year's beginning of the year convivence. I hope that you were helped. I hope that you see a little bit inside of you the fruits of walking in the community. That it's always hard for us to see the change inside of us. It's the hardest, when somebody sees you after 5 years and says, "Oh wow, look, you changed a lot." I didn't change. But my mom, when she saw my beard, she was like, "Wow." We don't see it our own. But the fact is, brothers and sisters, that little by little, God is putting in your heart the sense for the beauty. The beauty of God's creation, the beauty of God's plan for the world, the beauty that God has placed in sex. Because sex is the most beautiful thing on this earth, and we have to defend this beauty. So, courage, enjoy your convivence. I spoke exactly as much as I wanted to speak. So, we have to do it all over again. Sorry. And is the lunch already here? 1 o'clock.